Let's make it pop. Hey there, it's Matthew Reinhart, and today we're going to make a jack-o'-lantern pop-up Halloween card. So you're going to need 3 different pieces of cardstock, one that's white, one that's orange, and one that's black. And you can use construction paper if that's all you got. We're going to use double-sided tape, regular clear tape, some scissors, a black marker, and a pencil. We're going to start out with that orange piece of cardstock and we're going to fold it in half just like so. Then we're going to cut that piece of paper in half. And we're only going to use one of the halves right now. I'm going to fold that half in half one more time. And then I'm going to cut half of a pumpkin shape from that folded piece of orange cardstock. Like so. Now it's a pumpkin. I'm going to fold up a little flap, and this fold is going to be parallel to the fold in the center. I'm going to do that on both sides too. We're making these flaps are going to glue down to our card once we start making our pop-up card. Now I'm going to use my scissors while the pumpkin is folded in half, and I'm going to cut out some of the pumpkin's face. Here's the mouth. Here's the nose. Be careful not to cut yourself. And then I'm going to use my pencil to poke a hole through the paper, one that's big enough so that I can, there we go. And we're going to cut out the eyes for the jack-o'-lantern. If you hear honks in the background, it's because I live in New York City and it's very loud here, so. That's New York living. Here we go. Open up our pumpkin, and there we go. It's a jack-o'-lantern. We're going to put that aside. Now we're going to fold the black piece of cardstock in half, like this. Open it up, and now we have a card. Next up, we're going to, using one of the corners of our white cardstock, we're going to cut out sort of a hump from one of the corners. And we're going to line up, we're going to fold that piece in half, and we're going to line up the 2 straight edges. See how they're lined up like that in that corner? That's going to be a V-fold. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make another fold that's parallel to those straight edges, just like that. So it's folded in half, and then we folded it one more time. And you can see that both of those, the fold and the edge, are parallel. And that's going to be our ghost. This makes a V-fold riser. We use these a lot in pop-ups. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tape, using double-sided tape, I'm going to tape down this pumpkin piece. I'm going to turn up one of the flaps that I folded. Use pretty good-sized double-sided tape. Put it right there, and then fold it back over and make sure it's pressed down onto the card. So now it's attached. Now we're going to attach this white humped piece, and we're going to make sure its center line is lined up with the base page fold line as well. And make sure also that the bottom little corner of that white piece doesn't stick through the nose of your jack-o'-lantern. So now that's lined up, we're going to use some one-sided tape. We're going to tape along the straight edges of that humped ghost piece. That's going to be a ghost. And it's taped down to the base page on both sides. Now I'm going to use double-stick tape on the opposite flap on the jack-o'-lantern and make sure it's pressed down to our base page. And now we have a ghost coming out of the top of our jack-o'-lantern. I'm going to use a little bit of the leftover orange cardstock to make sort of a little cap that goes on top of our ghost. It'll be the top of a jack-o'-lantern. I'm just going to carve like a semicircle and cut it in half. Just like this. I'm going to use double-stick tape to stick it onto the very top of our little ghost here. I'm putting one piece on one side of the fold and another piece on the other side of the fold on the top of his head. And there's 1 and 2. Now he's got a little cap. Now you can see the ghost looks like it's coming out of the top of the jack-o'-lantern. Now we can take a black marker and we'll just draw on some eyeballs here and maybe make a little mouth, color that all in. There we go, coloring in. And here's our pop-up. Whoa, it's very dark in there. Oh, geez. Okay, we're done. Awesome work. If you like making this pop and want more, be sure to like and subscribe. This is Matthew Reinhart saying, keep it poppin'.